Warning. The following views shared on this podcast are the unfiltered expressions of our vibrant personalities. We are here to dissect the pulse-pounding world of pro wrestling, from the epic battles inside the ring to the captivating storylines that keep us hooked. Our discussions may venture into unexpected territories, from questioning the creative direction or analysing the artistry behind the suplexes and submissions. Please understand that we aim to entertain, educate and engage. But please also remember that we are just merely fans and observers, and we are not actual wrestlers, journalists or industry insiders. As we always say, by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Enjoy.
Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 180 of the Wrestling's podcast.
Make some fucking noise.
Yeah, man. Hey, Hustle was sick yesterday.
Hustle,
Very
that
good.
might be the best hustle.
Yeah.
But it feels like every time there's a hustle, we always say that it's the best hustle. So they keep upping the ante.
The stakes are rising.
Even the whole, I call it the Mick Foley, that Tate Mayfair's done.
Insanity.
We wasn't even told about that.
No.
I felt that Tom Scarborough wrestled the fucking match.
Yeah. Bro, he's over, fam.
Yeah.
Over.
Crazy.
Wild Boar versus Rocco Garcia was incredible.
Wild Boar's amazing.
Yeah.
Wild Boar is amazing. People need to put respect on Wild Boar's name. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Put respect
Cassius
on him.
versus
Gabe
was
Kidd.
dope.
It was nice seeing Gabe in that sort of match, in terms of whenever Gabe is always playing matches, he's always this what I'm trying to say is the serious guy, but he was actually putting a bit of sports entertainment in. Do you get what I mean? It was nice to see. It was probably nice to see. Big up Gabe.
Gabe Kidd, man.
Everyone smashed it, man.
Everyone smashed it. Yeah.
Everyone smashed it, man. The story of Adriano, Freddie and Rocco cooking.
That story is gonna blow out to be something big, man. They're doing something different of it. And plus we got vignettes now.
Yeah.
Live
we got
vignettes, the lights
Titantron.
turn off, the vignettes playing on the screen, man, them are looking and be like, "Raw, swear down, I missed that last time. I'm coming again." Big up Charlie though.
Yeah, big
Big up Charlie for coming through. Big up Ava White, we saw you as well. Who else came that we haven't seen in time?
We saw the Wrestle Talk a lot.
Big up the rest of the lot. Yeah, Ollie, talked to Ollie a few times.
Big up Rain, man. Big up Rain.
Rain,
Had a surgery
Rain,
yesterday.
Yeah.
The whole
went
team, we love you. Speedy recovery. And when you're back on your feet, you already know where to come first. Come and talk about how you're going to dominate for the rest of the year when you're back.
Zerski.
Intros?
Yeah. It's the full stretch of Nafi, fully known as VHS Pappy to my left.
When I say guap, you say daddy. Guap.
Daddy.
Guap.
Daddy.
It's the strong star rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, Chris Jericho loving, son of a gun, your boy, dough boy. Yeah, man. I'm just keeping it short and sweet today, man. I'm tired.
Same. It's the heat. It's the heat,
It's
bro.
the heat, bro. It's
to the
fucking
left.
Global warming, bro.
Yeah, big up global warming, man. Let's do this bits, man.
Let me get some energy. Yo, people, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour.
Too sweet to be sour.
Aka the Hood Japanese correspondent, aka the CEO, the president, the commissioner, the TDM, Tokyo Dome merchants. We're in the building.
What's going on? It's your boy Luke V, aka Versi Jones, aka the Masked Married Man, coming from South London, the best part of London, home of the
Roadside
G's.
G's.
We're here in the building. We know what to do, man.
Who's that jumping out the sky?
Hey,
Quang. Quang.
a quick question, yeah. This is off topic, innit? I don't think you have time to do things in it, but I want to ask you a question.
We'll make time. We have. Can I ask you? It's been 3 weeks.
Can I ask you a question though? Can I ask you a
Yeah, go
question?
on.
Okay, cool. You see when you see missing posters, yeah?
Yeah.
And it says, "I've missing my parrot, Lightning."
Yeah.
My parrot's called Lightning. If you find him, try and get him and bring it to me.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I gonna get the parrot?
I can't lie. There's one time when I was in secondary school, I saw a missing cat
Yeah.
poster, and I called the number, and I've said to them like, "Oh yeah, hello, is this Mrs. Jones? I think I can see your cat. Oh wait, oh shit, it's just been run over. I'm so sorry." Lock off the phone and come on.
That's me. Why'd you do that?
What?
Why not? Why not?
Are you a psychopath?
Why not?
My heart would have.
That person is probably mourning.
That is deep. She's gonna do. Oh, that is deep, fam. No, that's hard.
Going to work.
Whoa. Hey,
Man,
bro.
I've paid for my sins.
Yeah,
so it's calm.
he's a good youth now, man. He's a good youth now.
Sometimes.
No one should come and clip that and say, nigga, yeah.
No, do it. I don't give a fuck, man. You guys suck your mums, man.
Yes, do YouTube comments first. A few YouTube comments came out this week. That was quite good. Shout out to Chris Jericho as well.
Big shout out to Chris Jericho.
Gave us the rub.
That was dope.
That was nice. A lot.
Or the latest podcast.
Yeah. A few people dropped some stuff to us. Can't remember off head, but there's a few questions in there and a few people said stuff. When's the next Hustle event, bro? 10th of October, Hustle, Colour Factory again. Make sure you guys get tickets to that. If you guys never watched wrestling live, this is the best place to start. This is the best and the last place to start.
Yeah.
Honestly. Come and check it.
First comment from Darren B1. He's a member. Big you up. Will's presentation and match lived up to the billing of the show perfectly. The people in the company who aren't happy with that need to get the performances up.
Well, all in.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
I wasn't even here to talk about it.
Yeah,
It was a great show.
all in was.
WrestleMania now. That's their WrestleMania confirmed.
Lino Zone 24, you're not a member, so unfortunately you're brokey. He says the pink gin at Wembley was slapping, but $10.95 on 3 chicken tenders and chips.
Yeah, I was saying the chicken tenders were going off.
No,
I was hearing the chicken tenders were going off.
I bought some. Yeah, the chicken
buff,
tenders.
yeah?
Yeah. Chicken tenders.
How many did you get?
We get like 3
And
10.
fries.
and fries. Yeah.
But
10.
for how much?
Yeah,
for
for
£10?
You're better off coming to Hustle to get a glizzy, I'll be real,
Yeah,
man.
it's true. But
Nah.
the glizzy is expensive now.
Why has it gone up?
Bro, like £15 I paid last time.
But the
That's how much. That's
but the
impressive.
portion of
£15.
chicken,
Oh,
the portion of chips is like hefty. It's alright.
Oh, that's fine then.
It's alright. The portion of chips is alright.
And they give you you can pour the ketchup yourself.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
fine.
get a drink with it?
No. No. I'd cider in it. Cider was like
Cider's busting.
£7.
Cider's busting, bro.
£7 cider.
Yeah, it's Wembley.
That's yes, Wembley. Yeah,
It's Wembley.
yeah.
Yeah, next comment from our guy Gabe the Kid. He's a member. Says excellent episode, Mandem. Defo agree with Atlas. Wembley should have been a big moment for Jamie Hayter. Even if Soraya had walked away with the belt, the moment definitely could have been for the both of them.
Next year, innit?
Next year, man. Reload it.
SD Kizzle, CM Punk being in the centre of all drama is hilarious.
This guy.
Not no more. Free at last. Free at last.
M.A.A. I think Tony made She the champ to give Dynamite 200 a big moment, alongside the reasons you guys mentioned.
Makes sense.
Psycho Walker, big you up, bro. After a fun weekend of wrestling with All In and Rev Pro 11th anniversary, what was your match of the weekend and your wrestler of the weekend? I already answered in the comments, but
Match of the
what
weekend
was you guys' match of the weekend and wrestler of the weekend?
was.
You match, honourable mention, and then wrestler.
I think the match of the weekend was Shingo and Will Ospreay. No. Fuck that. The match of the weekend, yeah, even though I didn't enjoy the beginning, it picked up as time went on, was Luke Jacobs versus Ishii.
Yeah, that's my match.
I think that match was better than when you were in Shingo.
Yeah, I think that match is better than Will Shingo.
Yeah.
Shingo and Will don't miss.
No, but do you know, it's the thing of the Will Ospreay, it got me, because I'm a Will Ospreay fan, I gravitated to it.
Maybe it's for me. I've just seen Will Ospreay and Shingo have way better matches Like, against each other, like way better matches. So it's like
It was a great match.
Yeah.
I loved it. But Luke Jacobs and Ishii, I don't know. I feel like just the aura and the presence that they had in that match, everything was just perfect.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honourable mention though, Ospreay and Chris Jericho. That was a bang on match.
What about wrestler of the weekend?
MJF for me.
Yeah, probably MJF. Because of the opening and the main event.
I'll put Will Ospreay.
I'm giving Will Ospreay too much. Yeah, I think it was Will Ospreay.
Mm.
I would have given CM Punk if he did attempt to smash up.
Fuck that guy, man.
I'll play it.
Emperor Jar and Del Boy with the Love Sosa rant for Chris Jericho.
That was funny.
Bro, I had to, man. He's not a member, so he's a brokey. Joe9J7S, he's also not a member, so he's a brokey. When I call you guys a brokey, it's out of jest, so please don't be offended.
It's MJF kayfabe, man.
Don't now come and not comment anymore. We just call people who are not members brokey. Well, I call people who are not members brokies.
I'm not a member, I'm a brokey. I'm playing.
You're an EVP, what the fuck? You're part of the EVP. He says, cold episode as per Mandem. I was hoping I'd bump into you, man, at All In, but couldn't see you, man. I got to disagree with the Bullet Club Gold Trios match take. In the stadium, I thought it was a decent match, but on second viewing, it was actually a cold match. I need that Kenny and Takeshita match expeditiously.
You got it.
Boy, bro.
What a fucking banger.
One no heady.
One.
Her name's
Yeah.
cold. I said he was backwards.
One no heady. One no head. Not as in one, like WAN.
Oh, one no head. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like
one
that.
no heady. Well, you don't want head. Fair enough. No, I'm asking one no heady. Like, what? I don't know. He's also not a member, so he's probably a brokey. Delboy speaking facts. The ever took me out. Jericho phobes a bit of pipe down. Respect the goal.
Jericho phobia.
I hear it. On the fight, I mean, technically they are members. They just haven't got members on this actual account. If I ever hear Kenny Omanga again, yeah, Ole was sitting next to me when the guy behind us kept shouting Kenny Omanga.
Yeah. You're telling me. Yeah. I remember saying.
Yeah, those are all the comments. You guys keep commenting. We appreciate it, and we'll definitely answer and everything.
Yeah. What about the Twitter, bruv?
Yeah, let's quickly go to Twitter for Ask Wresthings. Yeah, Ask Wresthings, where we ask you, the people, to ask us Wresthings some questions. We're going to quickly speed through these. First question from our guy, Mr. Frimpong. Big you up. I think he's in Ghana at the moment.
He's in Kumasi, yeah, bro.
Jeez.
I can't lie. He's making Kumasi look sweet.
Bro, I can't lie.
I need to go.
Live it up.
I need to go Kumasi, bro. I need to go Kumasi.
He asks, he's got a few questions as he usually does. Do you see Edge signing with AEW? And if so, what matches would you like to see him in apart from against or with Christian Cage?
I'm so
see
sorry.
it.
I don't see him signing with AEW.
I see it.
I can see it.
I can see it.
I can see
I
it.
can't see him signing with AEW.
Why?
I just can't see him signing with AEW.
You need the reason.
I just can't.
I would like
I
to see
feel
him
like-
versus Darby Allin.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's that would be great. I feel like maybe I don't know. I feel like he's just too happy there. He asked for what last time he asked for like a big amount and they gave it to him, didn't they?
WWE.
As per, I saw like
Yeah, but you said
yeah,
he said
but
he's
this time he's asked for a big amount, but like we don't know if they've given to me yet. He might
No,
have signed
he
it.
said he's literally got a contract sitting there. If he wants to take it, he can take it.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
He said his emails like he's basically in control of what he wants to do right now. There's a contract from at WWE. You can take it if he wants to, but it depends what he wants to do.
I can't see him in AEW though, but I think he'll be cold in AEW.
I see it. I see him like 3 matches in AEW and he bounces. He's done everything in WWE.
I see him having like
comfortable.
a dip. I don't know.
But he's actually won everything, innit?
Yeah,
He's won Elimination Chamber, hasn't he?
yeah.
Oh,
He's won a Rumble, right?
Won a Rumble, yeah, won a Rumble.
Twice.
Won the tag team belts.
Tag
won
titles, world title.
ICs. When you won the US.
He won the
US with WCW one.
Yeah. He won
Oh,
the
with
US.
during the invasion.
Yeah.
I see them.
He's won everything.
I see them giving Edge like stuff to do, like in AEW, like from the way they've treated like guys like Christian, Sting,
yeah, man.
you know, like for the most part, obviously there was exceptions to the rules, but the elder statesmen of
They treat them well.
They treat them
Yeah,
well,
they
innit?
get
So
treated,
like, and I feel like he'll be taken care of in AEW, and like it'll just, and plus we'll get to see a different side of Edge, like you know what I'm saying, like just Edge.
Unrestricted.
Yeah, just
Well, you want a heel Edge come back?
Can it'll be good.
Yeah, I think it'll be calm. Just not, maybe not like the whole dark judgment.
No,
not that.
It was okay to see in WWE, but
Do you remember that vignette that he cut?
is alright.
You remember that vignette that they done for Edge where he was burning down bare stuff? So he burnt down the Dudley Boys glasses. He was burning down ladders. You remember that before he became Judgment Day leader?
yeah.
He needs to probably run something like that. Where he's like, I'm
I
throwing
think
away.
it'll just be more like, I think it'll be like more not rated R Edge, but like
a
more
tweet, like,
akin to that.
Yeah.
Like just
Him and Christian go mad.
Do you know what? The way Christian's moving right now, I want Christian vibes.
He doesn't need it.
Christian's cooking right now by
But
himself.
I think a Christian being shocked that Edge is in the company and them two realizing, wait, we could run this thing together, and they come.
I mean, maybe eventually, but I feel
Eventually,
like
beginning, yeah,
off, like,
Christian,
just,
yeah.
Right now,
At the end of his run,
This is great, man.
He said that look his belt.
fam.
Wow, he's
He's a
hilarious,
tyrant.
From the whole dad stuff, fam.
Next question from Mr. Frimpong. Should TK remove EVP status from the Elite?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why no? Why yes?
What's removing EVP status going to do? Like, I don't understand what the reason to remove their state. They barely have, like, they don't have actual booking power right now. It's just more so, it's like, the EVP status is just more so like a ceremonial thing at this point.
That's
So
why I don't need it.
just keep it. I mean,
It makes no difference.
It makes them money, so it's like, keep it. Like, they're the founders of the company, just have them there, it's fine. Like, there's no need, because what's removing it going to do?
Just
Removing it just
in my opinion, I hear what you're saying, but they've not invoked it, so why do they have it? They can still be known as the founders of the company, but I don't want to go into the whole CM Punk stuff, but I feel like that was a time to invoke your power as an EVP. You didn't use it, so just remove the title. People are still going to respect you that you're the person that founded the company and you're cool with TK, but if you're not using it, then why is it in your name?
Do you know what it is? I think the EVP thing works well for them because a lot of people go up to them for advice.
Yeah,
but they still would if they never had EVP title.
But if you now retrospect, if you now
take off here, it's going to be a sour taste. It's a sour thing.
It's like it looks like a demotion because you've taken something off of them.
But I think how it's done, I think if it's like publicly being like, we're no longer EVPs. If it was just backstage and it's like they decided, okay, we're just gonna, you can still come to us, but we're not gonna walk around as EVPs. It's not gonna change anything backstage. It doesn't mean they're going to lose their rooms and everything else. It just means they just lose that title.
I think logistically, I don't think Tony can actually remove EVP from them. It would have to be a board that would decide.
Yeah.
You know.
They've got a committee. What's the committee that they call?
Disciplinary committee.
So it's outside.
It would be board of directors. It wouldn't be disciplinary.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't think. I'm indifferent. I don't give a shit. Jamie Riggs, it's been a minute since you asked the question, you know. What happens now that Punk was fired in regard to Ricky Starks' hunt for the AEW Real World Championship belt?
That's fine.
It's okay.
That's done.
It's done, and I'm so happy because the Raw title shit was bullshit anyway. To me, I wasn't a fan of that. So move Ricky Starks onto to greener pastures and bin that Real World title.
They're gonna run Ricky Starks. I think they're gonna run Ricky Starks and Daniel Bryan again. In a proper,
Give it to me.
Singles match. That was a gimmick match.
But it was
let them do a proper singles match. Before we're gonna say, and plus, he didn't actually.
He passed out.
He passed out. He didn't actually lose. On the pin. He passed out.
But it's the same thing as.
No, but I get. But you get the segment.
Like he saved his face.
He did actually lose.
It's the whole Stone Cold Bret Hart thing.
He went out like a win. Yeah, he went out like a
champ. But that's how I think you should move on to other stuff and then collect some wins there.
I don't know.
I think you should fight Daniel Bryan again, man, and beat Daniel Bryan.
I mean, maybe build to another pay-per-view, but I don't think they should just
immediately run it again.
Let it be like Revolution.
Let's see what happens at Collision, innit?
Yeah. Figuritude.
I think it's going time.
Bro, you ain't tweeted in a minute, man.
Wait, let's see the DP.
No, I think this might be someone else. I know you're talking about the one with the...
That's him, no?
No, I don't think it's him.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Wait, let me...
That's him, bro. I don't know. Check the DMs. He DM'd us before, innit? I ain't seen that guy in time, fam. I only saw because of flipping Gigi. Big up Gigi, man.
Yeah, big up Gigi.
It is him. Big you up, Figuritude, man. It's been a minute, man. I ain't seen
bro.
the tweet in a minute. It is him. Well, he asks, would you take Punk back in WWE?
Nope. If he does, let him lose to Roman and kick him out.
For the shits and giggles, I mean, for actual chaos here, but I'm not, to be fair,
I think, you know what it is? I can't lie.
Let him lose to Roman.
If he does sign to WWE, he'll be patterned. I feel like I need to pattern him. And I feel like he needs to pattern himself before getting to WWE.
He needs to pattern himself.
If he now comes back to WWE and does another roadman, I want to come and 5-1
fake roadman.
It's done. It's done.
It's
done. As in, like, he's actually blacklisted.
You don't see him parts of like a 40-something-year-old man. I think the period for growth and evolution and change.
I mean, you can change any
I don't
time.
think it's too late.
I don't think it's too late.
For him, he's a narcissist.
Yes, for him.
He doesn't he needs to pattern himself, innit?
Specifically for him, I don't know, man.
But I'm indifferent. I don't give a shit, man.
He's done.
For me, I don't see where he fits in the mold.
No, I don't see either.
He fits taking a pin from Roman.
Because deep it, there's no other than Rey Mysterio.
But if he comes
there's
in as
no
a heel,
other like Mandem, guys of his class that's in WWE at the moment. No one.
No.
It's all new cats.
maybe him and Cody would have a decent feud.
I would want it, but he'll cry. He'll cry.
As in, like, promo-wise, it will be great, but...
Cody's in a straight and narrow now. He's going to SmackDown to go and find Roman.
Cody's gone clear.
Yeah, Cody. This is now Cody's road to
I don't know, maybe we can go NXT, man. There's a few cats there that he can work.
Let him lose to Bron Breakker.
Egos gonna allow him to go NXT.
Boy, he has to start somewhere. EC3 said that there's space in NWA for him.
NWA doing a revamp. They're doing a revamp though.
Send him to
NWA
control
needs
your
to be
narrative.
bought out by another company. They need to be bought out by someone
Have you
else.
heard the theme song?
What, NWA?
Yeah, have you heard the theme song?
No.
It's Lil Wayne Lollipop.
Huh?
Look, go check it. Check it.
How does that mix with NW? Oh, for fuck's sake! Come on.
That's their show intro.
They've lost their mind. What is the point?
That's their show intro.
Look, I'll play it for you now.
Have they got the license for
I
it?
beg you, play it.
I'm going to email Lil Wayne's record label. I'm going to say, listen, this company's...
Cease and desist, bro.
Yeah,
Let me find it.
What is going on?
Is it their theme? Nah.
Bro, it was...
Please tell me it's a mashup. It's a mashup. I don't believe you. Turn it around.
I'm dead.
Lock that.
Yeah, I can't lie. Cease and desist.
They're done now.
Someone said,
Put
you won't believe what's
copyright
playing.
strike. Put a copyright strike on that video.
Cease and
Get that
desist.
shut down immediately. How is that loud?
Cease
So
and
these
desist.
are the
Well, and it got some Tim Storm. That song's playing. It's not Tyrus.
It begins tonight at 6
Oh,
p.m.
come on.
Wait,
Bro,
what's
that's
the
what
date?
happens when Tyrus is your world champion.
What's the date? Is it
That's
today?
crazy, man.
Yeah, one day ago. So it came out yesterday.
What's it called? Next question by Mark. Who should defeat Gunther for his IC champ, for IC title, and when?
I still think Chad Gable
Yeah.
should still win it.
Well, you're off your Ilya Dragunov pick because before you.
I mean, I don't know how it fits in because
Yeah.
Ilya's not in the main roster yet.
yeah, first.
Like, I feel like it's at this point it has to be Chad Gable. Do you know what I mean? If Ilya had been slotted in the past month since things have been happening, then yeah, I would have been all for Ilya. But if not Chad, then it has to be Ilya because I can't see anyone else on the roster. Or maybe JAE EAUX. I don't know.
Yeah, Jay. I can't lie. Call me a madman, but literally when the Chad match was happening, I was hoping Honky Tonk Man would have come out, hit him with a guitar, but he still kicks out.
Yeah,
Give it a little moment because that's the only thing he's known for.
I don't want to see anyone named Tonky on my TV screen.
Just let him get smashed up, man.
Ilya's
It
got
would have been work for the pot.
Ilya's got
It would have been good for the pot.
Another question by Mr. Frimpong. When should MJF lose the title?
2024.
The next year.
Yeah, keep it to 2024 and do that whole bidding war thing.
Yeah.
Next year.
He ain't
So
going
listen to-
nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
He ain't going nowhere.
but I need to make us believe that he's leaving.
Yeah, he's
As in to the point where like you see that they cut vignettes of him going to meetings and him vlogging going to meetings to meet WWE.
TMZ and all them things.
Yeah, bro, it needs to be proper.
He's not
Like
going nowhere, though.
they need to blow it out.
It'll be fun to watch, but he's coming back home.
Even take pictures of WWE wrestlers as well. Sell it like that.
Yeah.
Next question from my guy GG on wrestling. It's been minutes since you asked a question as well. Which was your favourite OC title defense?
The Moxie
I
one.
think it's the Moxie one.
The Moxie one.
After
But honourable mention to the Swerve one.
The Swerve
Swerve
one,
one
Kip
was
Sabian. Kip Sabian was good.
Shibata one was good.
Shibata was
Shabbat, yes.
Bruce wasn't the title defense, no.
No.
No, that wasn't the title defense. No.
Gabriel Kidd was good.
His title was against Big Bill as well, though.
Oh, Gabriel Kidd was sick.
The Big Bill ones were
Gabriel
sick.
Kidd was sick.
Bandido was good.
Yeah. He's had so many good matches.
He's
I think every match
He
has
is
been.
cold.
I've got to give a round of applause because he's been holding it up for time. I can't lie. Big Orange Cassidy, man. He's been holding it up.
I see that title higher as the TNT one now. I think that's the second ever title.
Look at the man that's holding it now.
Yeah, John Moxley fam, it's in good hands.
Alright.
Next question from my guy Gabe the Kid. 5 pro wrestlers you'd like to see compete in Hustle.
Or any era. Or like today.
Now, yeah.
Right now.
So I'd like to see Shane Taylor,
Shay Taylor will be dope.
Will Ospreay, Brian Cage. I'd love to see Brian Cage in real life.
Brian Cage and Hustle would go off.
Oh, bro, go off, fam. And lastly,
Will Ospreay.
Willow Nightingale.
I hear it. I do hear it.
I can't like that
I still say
scene.
Will, though.
That Hackney scene will love Willow Nightingale. The theme song alone.
Theme song.
Bro.
She's hard. I
I
like
would
her.
say Leon Slater.
Oh, so we're going around. We're going around.
Leon Slater, Connor Mills, Danny Luna.
What you're thinking, bro.
Danny Luna. Danny Luna, Danny Black, and Robbie X.
First.
I think Robbie X.
What you got?
You're UK. You're strictly UK, innit?
Yeah, I'm just doing strictly UK.
This is a,
If I was to do it at American, I'll swap Danny Luna for Athena.
you know, this is a out of the box one, but I'd love to see it just for the spectacle. Satnam Singh.
I hear it.
That'd be dope.
Oh shit.
Just Satnam, just the
In
in a hustle ring, like
Saddam
it's-
Singh and Cassius would be mad though.
Yeah, that'd be
I've
cool.
got
Yeah.
go on. So Satnam Singh.
I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm just thinking of bare like I don't know. Just bring the whole Jeff Jarrett crew. Like I
was
think
gonna say Jeff Jarrett.
Them man would just be so entertaining in that hustle ring.
fact.
But
Yeah.
who's the man going against though? There's no like other faction out in, unless
No, you could do like a
Mix,
bunch of
like Hustle versus Team Jarrett.
Yeah.
yeah, Team Jarrett, yeah.
Team Hustle.
Oh, the guys that came out yesterday. the
Yeah,
new kid,
Like
exactly.
baby
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
So that's what you got.
Yeah.
I'd say Darby Allin,
That'd be mad.
Jeff Jarrett. He's in WWE, but Drew, Will Ospreay, and fifth, Serena Deeb. I love Serena Deeb.
Where is she?
Missing.
Injured or
She's
something, I don't
injured,
know.
yeah.
Next question from my guy Nabil. Big you up, bro. Nabil, when you can, send me your address so I can send you these distance. The box of Galaxy Cookie Crumble. For the remainder of the year, what matches would you like to see in AEW?
Hey.
Should we go one each?
Yeah, go on. I'll go on.
Kenny J. White.
Okay, cool.
Bandido versus Swerve.
Ooh.
Nice.
Give me Rouge versus Hangman.
I hear it. It's probably going to already happen, but I want MJF and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that's happening next.
I'm
Honorable mention, sorry. Blackpool Combat, not Blackpool Combat. Bullet Club Gold versus Bullet Club War Dogs. I think I'll go off. Danny Salmon.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door, please, Tony.
That'll probably be next year.
Next question from our guy.
Wrestle Dream.
A Wrestle Dream, yeah.
Next question from our guy Sam Patel, that brown dude. This is a very good question. What's one thing WWE, AEW, New Japan need to do individually to take themselves to the next level? So let's start with WWE. What do they need to do to take themselves to the next level?
Fair, they're kind of doing it. Like their B pay-per-views have been kicking off.
Yeah, they have.
And they're putting more emphasis on the mid card.
I feel like they've been doing that for the past year. Where
I feel like this
no
is
matter what
paying off.
pay-per-view it is, they've made it feel like it's an important pay-per-view.
I feel like every pay-per-view this year that WWE's done has smashed it.
Like a lot of people didn't care for Payback, but when Payback came and watched it yesterday, I was like, no, this was actually a very good pay-per-view.
I'm going to be a sucker for saying this, but I think WWE needs to allow blood again.
I hear it.
When Kevin Owens bled at Payback...
For small moments. Small.
Effective. Like, you talk mad.
I feel like to pick their moments.
There's many matches in WWE. Yeah, just pick your moment. There's many matches in WWE. I'm like, bro, this match will go off if there was a bit of blood. Just a bit. Just a little bit.
Like, imagine when they battered up Sami Zayn and he was bleeding.
Bro!
If he had bled, I would have wanted him to win the WWE title.
Yeah, there you go. You see the effects? You're watching a match in the AEW and you've got Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley. I know if that was in WWE, there'll be no blood. Orange Cassidy would be just sweating. Like,
but it worked.
But in AEW, bro, he looked like a fucking tomato.
And the Orange Cassidy thing was more effective because
John Moxley didn't bleed.
Yeah. You know what, John Moxley didn't bleed, but he was sucking the blood out of the guy's head.
The fact that John Moxley bleeds in every single match.
And he didn't bleed.
That's
crazy.
That's how you know he was on back. He was like, no blood will make me blind. What about AEW? What do they need to do?
I think I think right now I've noticed they're not telling like long-term stories anymore. Like a lot of the stuff feels very truncated and like just reactionary. I feel like go back to planning out like these planned stories. They don't have to be like 6 months or anything, but like there needs to be a method to the madness because right now it just feels like very
quick
fire, and like like banger by Digio's like saving them. But I think for the most part, week-to-week television isn't... Like, the pay-per-views are great, but the week-to-week television isn't as consistent.
That even makes me want to think of... bring up a point. So, a few of the AEW roster, after All Out, were making comments on the fact that people would complain online about, we give you great pay-per-views, so why are you so concerned about the build? Even Tony Khan himself said that he stopped looking at online criticism in regards to
it builds anticipation
because the pay-per-view is always a success.
I hear it,
and I don't think that's good.
No, it's not. I think it doesn't sound weird. It's a bit lazy to rely on the fact that you got a pay-per-view that's going to bang. You still want all the people to tune in and be invested.
The thing is, like the week-to-week television is its own entity of its own. Like that should be a thing where. Like, okay, we're watching week to week because of the stuff that's happening here, and that
the investment
and the investment, because it's not even just a bill for the pay-per-view. Like, even if like you've got some miscellaneous feud that's a TV feud, the next time we see that person on pay-per-view, we're gassed because of what you've created on TV. And it's a symbiotic relationship. Like both of them help each other.
One is indicative of the other. Us watching the pay-per-view is indicative of the fact that
you've got good TV.
You're invested in the people.
We're investing in week to week. So
and it elevates matches as well. Like you could take if a match is like decent on paper, but it's got a very hot storyline behind it, it elevates like the anticipation for the match and sometimes even the energy of the match.
There's more excitement to it. There's more emotional investment to it. There's a lot of.
Prime example, Hangman race for the title.
Hangman Saga, perfect. Because I think
those 2 years was magical.
Because I personally think like I've seen better matches than Kenny and Hangman at full gear, but because of the investment going into that match, when Hangman won, I didn't really care that this isn't a 5-star match or whatever. I was like, the story and the payoff made sense.
I mean, it rewards the time you spent watching the story. Yeah. So when there's a big moment, you're as excited as them because you've been seeing them from the beginning.
I mean, with that being said, we are in like a long term MJF and Adam Cole, and eventually the payoff is going to be sweet, right? So
but I feel like more consistently. That's what I'm saying.
Do you want that very multiple at once?
Yeah, because I feel like in AEW they've done that. I remember with Cody and his like TNT title stuff. Like they had some like long term stories there. You had obviously the
Pinnacle versus
Jericho Appreciation Society. Like you had like a few storylines. I think. Whatever
in a circle.
Yeah, in a circle. I feel like with the main titles, we're always gonna. I think predominantly we're always gonna get those storylines in it for the main. It's just I want it to be spread around the card, and not every story needs to last 6 months. Just one here, just like primary and secondary, and then you can have your small pay-per-view to pay-per-view storylines here. Just like A and B.
Even another example of that is I don't think the moment of the Acclaimed and House of Black would have been that big if that story wasn't being told. If Billy Gunn and them just won, it would have been a pop. But the fact that the story from him putting the shoes in the ring, it was rewarding people that was watching it. It was only about like a month story long, but it still led to a big moment.
Tony Khan's pressing short-term rivalry on WWE.
I agree with everything everyone's saying. I think generally there needs to be more of a balance of like, okay, cool. We know with these titles, these are the titles that are hot. We can book concurrently where one has a long-term story, one may have a short-term story, and then we can have sporadic stories here and there. I think another thing that will take AEW to another level is the women's division.
I was going to say that.
Sure, yeah.
They're only doing one at a time.
That's the problem there, man.
Yeah, that's a colossal problem, man.
Do you feel like it's picking up, though?
No, it's not.
It's not. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's a trick. It's a trick.
It's camera trick. Nollywood.
You're being tricked because what happened is that So I think what happened.
Because I'm enjoying this Outcast split.
No, but that's
the video package. That's the video package.
And remember when the Outcast, even from the inception, when it first happened, we were like, oh, insiders versus outside. This is interesting. Let's see where it goes, and it goes nowhere. Then they'll reheat a new thing. And the first maybe 2 weeks will be, the concept will be interesting, but the actual payoff from what the storyline isn't good enough. And I think with the women's division, it's like we need to uproot that from the ground up, booking these.
Bro, we just need more than one story.
Yeah.
There's 2 titles where you got one collective story for all.
Yeah.
It's either, and it's never at the same time. It's just, okay, now TBS.
And even the stories for the title aren't great. Like the stories for the title, like fair enough. You've only got like one story because NXT, like for the most part, only had like the story revolving around the title. But the story around the title was great. I don't think there's been a great AEW women's storyline.
No.
Even the one that should have been great, being Chris Statlander coming back to beat Jade, it was just happened on the day and that was it.
And people don't really care about it. Most people, a lot of people I've seen online have more so said that. Yeah, since Chris Statlander has won the title,
the stock has
been
dropped.
Quiet. The stock for the title has dropped, and like we said, there's not that many stories. Like we need more stories for it. But even something like the TBS title, you don't even necessarily need that many. You don't need that many
stories. You just need
like you could actually just do like
you could do 2-week feuds.
2-week feuds. Similar to what Jade was doing. Remember the stuff she was doing with Nyla Rose? As much as it was annoying me,
it was good.
It was good. It was entertaining.
They even took it outside.
They got no promos, no nothing. It's just match. So one person wins and it's like, oh, I beat you once, I'm gonna beat you again for the title. They lose. Next person. It's boring, bro.
Yeah. What was the New Japan? Oh, easy. For me, Gado New Japan is one of the most repetitive companies of all time. It's repetitive to a point.
I was gonna say, I might even agree.
No, it's repetitive. Like it's like you've established the Three Musketeers, and even I think putting that moniker on them is mad pressure.
That's stressful for them, man.
Yeah, but I feel like right now what we're doing is it's a recycle. Okay, we get the Okada season, we get a Naito season, we get a random experiment a la Evil Sonada here. And then they'll get the title to Wrestle Kingdom. Then the big dog and Okada and Naito will win. Recycle. Because that's what's going to happen. So Sonada's going to lose at Wrestle Kingdom. Naito's going to have the title. Naito's going to have the titles, probably at Dominion. Then
loses it.
Then he's going to lose it to somebody.
Someone will win the New Japan Cup. They're not going to win the title.
Yeah.
We're now going to go into the cycle of
Dominion,
G1.
They lose.
Is it a case of just New Japan just taking more risks?
No, Gade. No, I think Gade. I think we need to take the pen away from Gade though.
But who do you give it to though?
Someone.
But who's proven you can actually
But the thing
do
is,
it?
you got to take risks because the thing about Gayo's been booking this for like the same for like a decade, like the same. And the thing is, that formula worked during like the period because you had
resurgence,
during the resurgence because you had just an incredible crop of talent. Like
You had stars.
You had-
you had stars that were stars from the late 90s all the way to the 2000s.
yeah,
Whereas now, a lot of the stars that were there during that period with the early 2010s, they're tired. Let's
They're
be
tired.
honest. They're very, very tired.
I can't lie, Tanahashi is tired.
Tanahashi's tired. The only reliable one out of all of them is Ishii.
yeah.
And give it 5-6 years.
He's gonna be tired.
He's gonna be
No.
slowing down.
I can't lie.
He's gonna be slowing
Give it
down.
3 years. He's
Do
getting.
you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? And also it was like with New Japan, it was like also they had the balance of, like you said, the talent from yesteryear, plus the new talent that they were pushing in the Okadas and the Naito's, plus the Gaijins that they got. I mean, Devitt, AJ, Jay White, Bullet, Carl Anderson. That you just had like the roster was stacked, but now you don't have that luxury anymore. Now they're in a period where they're rebuilding, and granted, they're pushing guys like Suji and Shota. And I think Ren Naruto needs to drop the Shibata tribute thing. Done, like repackage. But I think New Japan, I don't know, you just the booking is formulaic to a fault. Like the formula worked, but now we've been eating the same rice for 10 years.
Even if the junior heavyweight division as well.
Yeah, it's Hiromu and friends.
That's boring. Then what change do you want then?
I want mainly more variety in the heavyweight title scene,
Like
and
what?
not, for example, take up the same. For example, why is it the fact that the last 3 years Okada's been champion, and then now we're gonna get Naito main event and Wrestle Kingdom again, probably gonna beat Sanada, and we're gonna get another Naito title win. This is the same. What? This is not 2017.
Can I ask you something then? Do you think that's happened because they took away the Intercontinental title?
Sorry.
Do you think that's happened because they took away the Intercontinental title?
I mean, yeah, that's a big loss, but at the same time, it's like there's like, for example, I rated the Evil experiment as a concept. I think it flopped.
Hey, listen.
No, I think it flopped.
It definitely flopped. But
it definitely flopped.
But this is what we're complaining
That was
about.
rough
We're
to
complaining
watch.
about repetitive, like things being repetitive. But something new happened, and of course, granted, a lot of people weren't happy with it at first. But in wrestling, you still need to be able to take these risks.
Yeah.
I never said I was against the risk.
No, I'm not saying you in general. I'm just saying
fair.
like in general, there's a lot of people that like when Evil won, it was very mixed. Like, you know what? I'm not happy that Evil won because I don't like
let's see
Evil.
where it goes.
And then other people are like, you know what? This is completely different from what we're usually getting with New Japan. Let's see where it goes. Of course, granted, it wasn't what we thought it would
rough,
be.
bro.
But even this year, the fact that Evil done well in the G1, for me, I was like, you know what?
For me,
Okay, let's see where this goes. But at the same time, this is someone who's a past champion.
Yeah.
There
This
plenty
has
of
credibility.
people. The formula for this year's G1 should have gone the same way the best of Super Junior should have went.
Yeah.
The two people that made it to the finals were people that nobody expected.
Yeah.
Nobody expected Titan to go.
Yeah.
A few people predicted Master Wato, but
I thought he was gonna win, man. Should have won.
I'm
the
happy
title.
they win.
Yeah.
No,
I'm happy they win.
I like him.
Titan, he's...
Please go.
For me, when it comes to
Clear.
Evil, I see Evil in the same way how, like, when Jinder won against Randy Orton, it was, like, split. Some people loved it, some people hated it. And I liked the shock, but then the reign he had was a bit, like...
But even
And that's why I feel like with Evil, like, I think there should be more things, like, more risks where it's shaking up, but... What they can still do with Evil is that because he's still a past champ, he still has credibility where if you beat him, it means something because you're beating a past champion.
But even his booking since being past champion has been terrible.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's
Like,
a Jinder thing. Because look how Jinder's has been a
House of
washout.
Torture is a flop.
House of Torture is a flop.
It's a flop.
And also,
Like, even if Evil's to win a world title now, maybe I'm contradicting myself, but I feel like it would be more believable now than if he done it 1 year ago.
Why now?
Because as much as I feel like House of Torture is a flop, they're still a popular team. They're still a very popular team in Japan. So the fact that he's a leader of a subgroup, they're getting the reaction that they want. I will never say Evil's rubbish. Evil is a decent wrestler. Despite his matches always having shenanigans, he's actually a decent wrestler. So if he had won the G1, I would not have been shocked, honestly.
I think
I would not have been
I think
shocked.
the way you use him is put him in the finals. So then, like I'm saying, if you beat him,
I wouldn't want him in the finals.
only because
I wouldn't be surprised if he won, but
only
after the
because-
semi-final match he had with Okada,
Okada, yeah.
too much
But I
shenanigans.
hear you.
No,
But-
unless he
but-
got
but
some
what I'm
problem and
saying-
say,
but what I'm
listen,
saying-
I need to
but
win this
what-
by myself. You man, Togo, you man, stay where you are.
Free show.
I hear what you're
Yeah,
saying, but
free show.
why I'm saying if he was there is because that reaction was like, I don't want him to win. So the person who he's facing, you want him to win. So when he beats him, you get that reaction.
So
and he has that credibility.
So in response to like the new stars thing, remember in the pandemic, where we had like champions like Will Ospreay and Shingo,
fam.
and those
Shingo
things
so good.
Do you know? And those things, yeah, those two guys as champion. Obviously, Will Ospreay's reign was cut short in it, but Will and Shingo specifically wasn't a guy that we ever saw being champion in terms of the way New Japan book him. Because you see the way you book him now. But that breath of fresh air, and Shingo's title run was amazing. Was amazing, and
Bloody
that was
cold.
And the thing is, it's like I thought from the pandemic. Okay, you've seen what happens when you try something new, but it's
so
almost
continue it. It's like the reset now that things are back to normal.
Exactly, but now they just went back to the
They just
default.
went back to pre-pandemic.
They went back to the default.
Realistically, Shingo should be a multi-time champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should be Will Ospreay should be a multi-time champion.
Like these are guys that they've got the credibility of being workhorses.
Mm-hmm.
They've got all of that. Now they've got legitimate titles behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Put them into the scene, but it's almost like, nope, we're gonna go back to the Okada. We're gonna go back to the Naitos. It's like, bro, if Tanahashi wasn't decrepit and old, they'd go back to him.
I can't see decrepit, bro.
I love Tanahashi.
He's washed out though.
He's washed.
He's done. His knees are
I
finished.
think sometimes New Japan plunge too much on the fact that they want certain wrestlers to not be able to overcome certain wrestlers until a certain point. So, for example, if I've never been able to beat you at a Wrestle Kingdom, but then I now beat you at Dominion or I now beat you in a G1 match, you deem that more important than me actually being able to topple you over in a Wrestle Kingdom, which I don't think is fair. I don't think is.
I think
like
it's
I
bad
get
'cause
it, but if you're doing that for like 5 or 6, there shouldn't be 5 or 6 wrestlers that Okada look at and be like, yeah, he's never going to be able to beat me at Wrestle Kingdom. I think that's wrong.
And that's the problem when I say it's repetitive, because it's the same booking that they did for Okada and Tanahashi. It's the same booking that they done for Okada and Naito. It's literally copy paste, where Okada was chasing Tanahashi for years at Wrestle Kingdom, couldn't beat him at Wrestle Kingdom 10. Naito was chasing Okada for years at Wrestle Kingdom, beat him at Wrestle Kingdom 14. They repeat. It's the same formula, because obviously it's Gedo and we love what Gedo's done, but it's tired.
At some point, I would love to see a legend that is chasing a young person that he can't beat this young person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Kojima.
Yeah.
All out.
Yeah, let's get into All Out. How did everyone find All Out?
Oh, incredible.
Loved it.
It was great.
I loved it, man. That was graps, man. I loved
Shout out to the Meat Boys. Pause.
it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was my secret.
You want to start there?
Yeah, no, that match. I've been
what?
talking about Hobbs.
Start from first match, innit? Yeah.
Okay, we're going for on the pre-show, yeah. So the pre-show, Hangman Page about over budget charity budget.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch
It was decent still. It was decent. It was decent.
Were there any like special entrants?
No. Oh, but Daniel Garcia got eliminated.
yeah.
And they cut to the crowd. They cut back to me. It was like back. They gave it 2 angles.
No,
The one angle we walked.
I can't lie. That's one thing. He should have been all in. I would have loved to see, but a pre-show just do.
A part of me does though. I love the entertainment. A part of me wants to see that serious Daniel Garcia. One more
It will
time.
come back.
Even though there's a meme going on about him dancing on Renee, where he's like,
Oh yeah.
they're like, dance.
Hikaru Shida, Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue versus defeated Athena, Mercedes Martinez, and Diamante.
It's Dynamite.
And Billy Starks. What's Billy Starks? Billy Starks.
She's basically Athena's minion. I like what they're doing
sick.
with her. Yeah, she's like a
Sick,
minion in
sick,
it.
sick.
She's like a happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
She does whatever Athena tells her to do. But
I saw when I was
Billy Starks
watching-
is cold, man.
Yeah, she is, man.
Like she's been about for years, but she's mad young.
She
has like her brand.
Yeah.
She has like sponsored athletes and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
Big up Billy Starks, man.
It was alright match. The Acclaimed
I didn't watch that.
versus Jeff
I
Hardy
watched
and
it. I
Clan.
like it.
I didn't watch this. I went straight.
I find things like that fun.
What
Yeah,
thing?
just the whole Jarrett crew. They're just jokes, man.
Yeah. I didn't watch
It was a fun match. You knew they weren't going to lose, but it was just fun.
Oh, Dennis Rodman was there. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped it. I skipped the whole thing.
Yeah, I was never watching it. Pretty sure.
Better Than You, Baby. Defeated the Dark Order.
It's alright.
I can't lie.
It's
I
alright.
enjoyed the match.
I can't lie. Dark Order, yeah.
No, they've been cold from the jump.
I
They're
see what you
just
say
they're
about
just
these
low
guys, fam. They're cold,
card
fam.
a team, but they're very consistent.
Yeah, they're a very good team, man.
And I love seeing MJF on TV now. I can't lie. He's my shiny now. I can't lie.
He's going to be
love
playing up to this neck
I
injury.
love it, fam.
Yeah,
He's
trust
going
me.
to be playing, I don't know.
Did you see the consistency of
Samoa Joe.
when Samoa Joe pushed him?
Yeah.
Going back to NXT when he pushed him now.
Samoa Joe, Shane Taylor Another great match.
That was a good match. That was a good match.
Yeah, I liked it.
Shane Taylor needs more camera time on.
Shane Taylor's
on
has
main.
one of some of the cleanest punches in wrestling. Bro.
Yeah, he used to be a boxer, innit?
His
So,
his punches are
punches-
so
And I was looking to see if he was like hitting. I couldn't tell if he
he
was like
slaps
back.
his chest. He slaps his chest.
It was too fast though. Like
He's a boxer, innit? So,
Bro,
no, he's good,
cold,
man.
fam.
He's lost a lot of weight as well. Like, he's good.
no.
They even changed his attire as well. He's wearing shorts now.
No, it was a very, 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 very good match. Like, I think now maybe AFW have beat the allegations for like the big men. Like they
working
put
out.
two. Like I don't know. I feel like they need to have like an international big men competition tournament or something. I know
The Hoss boys.
the Hoss Invitational or
Do you feel
something.
like they
Title.
put too much? Do you feel like they put too much effort in Wardlow at a certain point, which kind of like dimmed the light on
Wardlow wasn't going to pay off.
Because do you remember that?
I think maybe
didn't
I
pay
don't even think it's even Wardlow. I think it's just generally majority of the roster are smaller people, and a lot of these big men don't really work the small man. They don't really work a big man style.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like, look at Luchasaurus. It's been a while since Luchasaurus has done all the flippy stuff.
yeah.
When he works
Now
as a
he's
big
working-
man,
now he's working
like a big
Now
man.
it's
It suits him.
better.
Don't get me wrong.
And
He's not bad at it, but he's very. My criticism for Luchasaurus when he was doing all the flippy stuff is, you're a big man. You're mad slow. You're not like you're athletic, but you're not athletic. Like you haven't got the fast twitch muscles. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't. You haven't got that snap to you.
You're not like young. Yeah.
Now he looks untouchable though. I can't see him lose.
Yeah, but
And I thank Christian for that.
The Shane Taylor match was
Taylor match was
a
good.
fun match. And
Luchasaurus versus Luchasaurus defeated.
It's fun.
That was a good match.
This
That
was
was good.
yeah,
It was
man. I loved it, man.
I feel like it was
Brennan
like a
needs to be
reset.
careful,
I think it was a reset for Luchasaurus with his new big man style.
Yeah.
It works for him.
He needs to be careful though. Brennan needs to be careful. Big man
No,
too.
he does, but it's,
Darby's
you will
gonna, he's gonna be done soon if he doesn't slow
I
down
don't
his
mean
style.
this literally, but you will listen when you are dead. You like it's one of them ones, isn't it? It's like
Whoever doesn't hear must feel.
yeah, man.
That's literally it. But
Oh, Miro versus Hobbs. I can't lie. This match here. I wasn't expecting it to be as
Nah,
good
I knew it was
as-
gonna be sick.
Yeah, but
I
it
knew
was
it
cold.
was gonna be sick.
It
I
was
can't
cold.
lie, man.
That's probably my second favorite match of the night. That was just fun.
them
The
man
crowd
were-
getting into it.
The meat
They're
men,
not
fam.
meat.
Yeah.
Fam,
Bro,
Biggie was happy watching
that's the
that.
name
Bro.
of the podcast. Me.
Meat.
That was
man.
that was a fun match. Shout out to
What do
Hobbs,
you think
man.
of CJ Perry coming out?
Yeah,
I was a bit baffled.
I was just buff. Where's your shoes?
Yeah,
Why
where was
you
the
barefoot?
I thought you were gonna wrestle.
what,
I thought
Hobbs?
she, no,
Russell who?
not
Hobbs?
wrestling. Okay, let me get it right. I thought she was gonna jump on Hobbs, and you know the whole like thing when
She
they
would have
jump
got
on
spine busted, bro.
like that sort of thing. She tries to strangle him, and she throws him down. Miro looks at him. Miro saves the day, but Miro looks at her like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, I
here?
feel, it's the whole.
It's a whole story because he's renouncing God, innit? Some
He's
foolishness.
renounced everything of his
Some
past, innit?
foolishness.
So
God will
I
strike
don't
you
know.
down,
Yeah,
bro.
I forgot about that.
Watch what you say.
I'm interested to kind of see where it goes.
Shout out to Hobbs, man.
She's got him themed though.
I
So
think that's
she's
Hobbs' best
signed. I think she's got Ali.
She
got
said she's not officially signed yet, but
They've given her a whole theme and the whole. She's
They're
got
working.
MV. She's got a Tron.
all sexy and flexible.
Yeah, bro.
I'd want to see them have another match though. I think the feud's going to continue because they attacked each other after.
Will Hobbs and Miro there, man.
Shout out
Chris
to Hobbs.
Statlander and Ruby Soho.
I like this.
Match was
I
alright.
rewatched it. I actually liked it.
It's dynamite, man.
I like Chris Statlander a lot.
I like
her
this.
a lot.
I like
You
this.
see her costume. for
Yeah, the
Zoolander?
Zoolander. Yeah. What's the name? What's the actor's
But
name?
Ben
again?
Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah, he basically added it, didn't it? Saying, "No, you look, you fucking." I think he was playing in character to Zoolander. What he was doing. Yeah.
Where does the title go next? Like, what happens now?
Well,
She's just gonna have to keep defending it.
Just keep defending it. I think the TBS title don't need much. You just need like what Jade did. Just keep the defenses consistent.
Yeah.
But she had a Chris doesn't have a character, man. At least Jade had a character and a theme going for her team.
I mean,
She's just like, oh, smiley baby.
she had
face
an
number
alien
5.
character before. I think that alien character is gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone. So she's just strong. You know, I defend the title.
But I mean, I feel like
It's
the
boring.
difference is that because Jade was all character, it compensated for the fact that her matches weren't going to be as great. Whereas with Chris Statlander, like we said, I don't think she needs much. I think she just naturally just needs to be the champion, like just be a working champion.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like we just discussed, maybe have like a 2-week feud or like short-term feuds, and then maybe at some point then get into a longer feud when I don't know when the women's title itself is cooking itself.
Yeah, I think she needs some promo or something, man. It's just, I'm bored.
I hear you.
Brian Danielson and Ricky Stark. Match of the night for me.
Excellent.
Brian is my goat.
Like I said to you,
He passes AJ
Ricky
Styles
went
now.
out as a winner. He went out as a champion. Sorry, like the way he was like,
He's the best.
bro. I don't know if you've watched Brian Danielson when he was choking out Ricky Starks. He wasn't even pulling that hard, but Ricky Stark made himself blue. Yeah, I don't know how the
I
fuck
can't
he
like.
did that.
There was moments I was like, me as a black man watching a black man get smashed. I had to take a couple of minutes to go. Can't lie.
The sound of the whip.
Yo, how are these men whipping each other?
Whipping a brother.
Like they
I
were
don't know.
like, and,
I don't know.
like that Danielson was whipping Ricky Starks to the face.
Yes.
It was like to the face. Like and then in the media scrum, like Danielson basically said, I wanted to test like on it, not even outside the kayfabe, I wanted to test like Ricky Starks
Yeah,
as
like, do you want to be here, bro?
like
Do you wanna
Ricky
be
Starks
here,
is
bro?
like
Because even once Nigel McGuinness kept on saying, bro, can you see the welts on them? Can you see the welts?
bro,
Can you see the
them
welts?
man were
Guys are whipping, bro.
them man were I can't lie.
Just let's slow down the whipping on the black man.
Sorry.
Let's slow it down on the black man.
Not to kick a man when he's down, but like, yeah, just seeing what we got with Danielson, I'm trying to picture what the match would have been like with Punk.
But with
After the match at All In with him and Samoa Joe.
It wouldn't have been this though.
No, but
it would have. Come on. Let's not get
There's
frosty
levels.
eyes. Come on, guys.
Come on, man.
We've got
It's
Punk and we've got
Danielson.
Brian.
I can't
Let's
like-
be real,
We're
please.
kicking him out when he's down.
I'm enjoying it.
doing
I can't
it.
lie.
We're doing
I
it.
can't lie.
I'm
He
just
needs to be
saying.
going.
I'm just saying. No. Okay,
Nah.
let's say Punk. Not men. It's Danielson.
No,
right?
don't forget
It's
Punk.
Danielson.
I don't know.
Brian's the
I
goat.
don't know, but because his match at All
Look,
In
it would
was
have
not bad.
been good. It would have been good.
We're comparing apples and oranges. There's levels, man.
there's
Come
levels.
on,
It would have
man.
been
It's
Levels, man.
Danielson.
It would have been good,
There's levels,
but it's not
man.
Brian.
It's not Brian.
It's not Brian.
You man are punkophobes.
There's levels, man.
It's levels, man. Look at.
I want my chief. I want my chief keep moment.
all I'm saying, them block came with a company similar time. The resume is not the same.
Bro, look at
Oh,
it.
they did, yeah.
Look at it.
It's not the same. It's
It's
not
not the same.
comparable.
It's
But
not
Daniel Bryan though, isn't it?
Exactly.
Brian-
That's what I'm saying. It's Brian. That's what I'm saying. There's levels.
See the ceiling? He's
There's
there.
levels,
He's
bro.
there.
There's levels. Bad.
This match was dead. I can't lie. I'm sorry.
Which
Yeah,
one?
I'm revealing it. It's dead. BCC versus Shibata and Eddie Kingston. I didn't.
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't. It
It
wasn't.
was
wasn't dead.
It was fun.
It wasn't dead.
I didn't like
I
it.
can't lie, I'm invested. I'm so sorry.
I was-
Like I took back. Cesaro hates Eddie Kingston. Cesaro hates him. I'm so sorry. I've been saying for time he doesn't hate him,
he hates him,
but
yeah.
he hates him. Cesaro hates
I
him.
didn't. The match didn't really. Like Lincoln was saying, move me. I wasn't. I wasn't doing
No, I can't lie.
That's smooth still.
It was fun.
It was a fun match. I can't lie. It was a good match.
Anytime it's Gibraltar, I'm happy, bro. Because
Oh, okay, me saying it's dead. That's harsh. That's harsh. But I
yeah,
wasn't.
no,
feeling
like
it.
there
It
wasn't
didn't
dead
move me.
match. That wasn't the dead match. That-
Yeah. Takeshita versus Kenny Omega. Woo! Banger Bandizio. I ain't said that in time. Banger Bandizio for real.
Takeshita.
For real. And I feel like the
that
theme
guy.
for Takeshita is now fitting him.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I think Blacks will like that match because it was hard hitting.
Would Blacks watch it?
Black's is a fraud, man. He doesn't like
Blacks
Martin
will-
Wrestling, fam.
Yeah, Blacks
He's not
will-
under WWE.
I think
banner.
okay, show him clips, and he'll say, "Oh,
I can't lie. See that? No,
But he was still screaming the
You see
E,
that
yeah.
blue thunder bomb from the
I sat up.
yes
I sat up.
bench.
I sat up.
I thought it would have ended there.
Even the suplexes to the back of Kenny. I swear, no. Do you know what it is? Kenny's the boss that said I'd taken bumps to the neck,
neck,
yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is, when you watch the
Slow down.
replay, it's not even to the neck. He's jumping, like it's on his shoulder.
yeah.
Like
It got everybody jumping. It was like, oh,
bro,
fam.
Can't lie to you.
I need the match again.
That
Like,
match was incredible.
I need
They
it.
held back.
They held back. I can see they
The
held
bars
back.
were held. The bars were held.
Yeah, but so apparently, like even I think this is the way Kenny books matches because he even said it about Danielson. Like he said, like he's planned the next like 2 Brian Danielson matches. So I think with big opponents, I think this is just me speculating. I think what Kenny does if he knows it's going to be a series,
Paces it out.
He'll pace things out. Like he'll say,
the best way to do it, though.
Yeah,
Save
save
it,
this
save
for
it,
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
match. Save this for the first match. But this, what we got in this match, I want it again.
Oh, give it to me.
Yeah.
On loop.
8-man tag Bullet Club Gold versus Cash Wheeler.
It was fun. It was a bit
I mean,
long.
FTR and
It was
Young
a good
Bucks.
match.
I enjoyed this match a lot.
I like this match. I can't lie. The way I
bit
love the
long.
way Jay just hits the switchblade. They run out of nowhere.
bro, cold.
Like it
Cold.
just
Cold.
kills a match. Like,
Cold, man.
Yeah.
like they were getting into the final sequences. You think they're gonna trade finishes? No, blade run up, done.
I like the
love
entrance. The entrance
Cold,
was
cool.
sick.
Yeah. Oh, then the entrance was cold
sick,
with the
yeah.
smoke. Yeah.
That was sick, man.
Cold.
Shout out to the guns, man. Yeah.
John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy. I think this is match of the night.
Match of the
Match of the
yeah.
night, and
Match
that's
of
saying a lot because there was many match of the nights,
Yeah, like they
but this was the match of the night,
bro.
Oh my
Bro,
gosh,
just like you see, like this was like
Wow.
this is the I think this was the perfect
Wow.
end to Orange Cassidy's
Yeah.
reign.
Yeah.
Like it was like even
even the end when he did the
The vignettes.
Yeah.
I'm about to shake. I'm about to shake. The vignette before the thing, epic.
No, even
Where they showed all the opponents.
And then, do you know what I didn't know? Because I was in the kitchen, I had to go and get water from the kitchen, innit? And I played the thing because I had the headphones in my ear, innit? And I heard someone speaking, I was like, that's not Orange Cassidy, is it? I went to go check the computer, it was him speaking.
I don't have a
I said,
and
he needs to speak more.
And it's poetic. But I think
it hits because he doesn't really talk.
Exactly, it hits because he doesn't talk. And it's the fact that like the promo the last week on Dynamite was like the first time he's been in the ring cutting a mad promo. Like
he slaps Moxie's in the fight
Yeah,
back.
bro,
That
like-
shows.
And even the
Cinema.
way the opening shot of the match here, there's a shot where
The
it's like
hand.
Orange Cassidy's hand and it's John Moxley.
Yeah.
Juxtaposition.
And then even the spot I love where you know where Orange Cassidy puts his hands in his pocket, does the kick. And then obviously we'll be laughing, we're talking about like the ending sequence where John Moxley's like,
He prays to
the
God,
camera,
God
forgive me. Forgive me for what I'm about to do to this boy.
And then
Death Rider.
Death Rider.
Death Rider.
Yeah. That Death Rider was full of death.
It was high angle, and like we said before, it's weird because we always say in wrestling that, when you save blood, when you bleed less, it means more. But John Box is the opposite. When he don't bleed, it means so much. When he don't bleed, he's
made him look
flipped the
more
gimmick.
brutal.
He's flipped the gimmick now. When John Moxley don't bleed,
I'm scared.
No, but you know what it is now? When Moxie prays, that's what I'm scared. Moxie should be praying. I can't lie to you. For what this man
with
does.
no blood on his face, he's gonna do
When
something
he
mad.
came out, another thing I was going to say about AEW, they made this match for like a big...
The
changing room.
yeah.
Oh,
No, I can't lie. Like,
I love that.
That's a
TNA.
event.
You see BCC, they're cheering them on. But with the best friends, they look like they're like, we've lost it, we're done.
They're
They're done.
scared.
like do your best, baby.
Because
They didn't even speak.
Even if you look at his last couple title defenses, he's not won convincingly.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Moxie's title, I mean,
hands been getting worse.
Orange Cassidy's title defenses, it'll be like some next schoolboy roll up. Like it's.
Yeah.
It was about
even
time.
what's his name? I think it was either Excalibur or Shibiani was like saying how his punch was good. The punch that he done. Orange punch. It hasn't been as effective in the last couple of matches.
Yeah.
So it was showing that it was coming. Yeah.
No, I can't lie. I think Moxie's the first person in AEW to win 2 singles titles.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. He's the ace, bro.
He has one tag team.
No.
And he needs to do He needs to be the first Grand Slam. Is anyone else Grand Slam?
No, everyone's got like.
No Grand Slams or triple crowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet. Obviously, been 4 years. But he needs to be the first Grand Slam.
I think Moxley might be the first triple crown if he wins a tag team.
It would make sense.
Yeah,
He
I
should
think
be.
he should,
triple.
Yeah, I think he should. I think he deserves. Yeah.
Him and Danielson as a tag team.
Crazy.
I can't see who will take the belts off them though.
No,
If they're still going, better than
Unless
Payback.
Miro and flipping Hobbs team up and say fuck this shit. You know you're Rocky when they do the hand like
Fam, I need Meat Boys to take the title.
No, facts. Before we go into Payback though, got a few things on our menu. Just 2 things on the menu. I think we already answered this. Should CM Punk join WWE? That's fine. No. Should Cody Rhodes feud with John Cena? I'll ask John Cena to actor strike.
I think it'd be nice. He doesn't need it.
John Cena
He doesn't need it,
John-
but it will make. I know it sounds mad saying this, but it makes Cena look good because Cena's a bit.
He looks fragile.
He's a bit wash out.
Tired, isn't it?
He's a bit wash out.
Do you think Cena looks fragile?
Yeah.
No, he's a bit
does.
wash out.
Do you know what it is? I feel
It's
like
okay. He's old.
don't get me wrong, John Cena's
Older.
John Cena, innit? But like, he's given back so much recently that the luster of oh my god, Cena versus Rhodes doesn't appetize me as much
Even-
anymore.
It'll still be exciting. It's for the kids, though.
I can't lie.
That match is for the kids.
I'm even scared that
The
John
little
Cena
Jimmies, they'll
versus
be
LA
excited.
Knight. I think it's gonna
I don't
go.
think it'll be a good match.
I think it's
it'll
gonna
be
go the wrong way.
Nah, I think it'll be
But
good.
Cena winning, nah.
Nah, John Cena. I know LA Knight can talk, but the way John Cena is.
Oh yeah, very.
John Cena
Oh
will
no,
try and carry it.
I can see
Fine
it.
speech.
I don't want it.
When he says fine speech, you're pissed.
You know, I can see or be something mad like, fine, like I said, fine speech, but you're 40 years old, I've achieved. About at 40 years old, look what I've achieved, look what you've achieved,
company,
look how long it took you to get here. You know, Cena is petty.
You will say, yeah, I was winning the Oscars. And then, no, bro, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear this one.
Nah, I want to hear it. I want it.
Cena's got to get these petty LaBelle bag and just like do a madness like.
I don't know if I'm here for. I don't know.
Because I feel like
can handle
I feel like LA Knight has a bit of. He's got a bit of juice to be able to like withstand it and
Yeah.
you know.
I'd want to
combat
see
it,
Cena
but
and.
I don't
You know how Cena is.
Yeah, no, of course, but I feel like there's only so many cosigns Cena can give.
Yeah.
where it's like Even with Austin Theory, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No, but I
mean, backfired.
It didn't work.
Austin Theory's they need to send Austin Theory babyface.
The problem is
They need to let Austin Theory wrestle properly.
Yes, that as well.
They need to this old school style of wrestling.
I need a tax share back. I need a tax share back as well.
He needs to stop.
I need a tax share back.
I think it's his character. It's like
I don't know, man.
Yeah, and I feel like you said, like once you give everyone a cosign, the cosign means less.
But he's not going to give everyone a cosign though.
He's given
one to LA Knight. Who else?
Theory. He done Theory.
That's expired.
He
so
done
really, right now it's only
slightly Roman Reigns.
No, that's expired, bro.
No, but a cosign is forever though because it's always going to be like this person.
Okay, well the one that didn't work was Austin Theory. The one for LA Knight was an acknowledgement.
We don't know if that's actually going to work here. We haven't actually gone into the main meat of it.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. I still think that he just has 2 more to give, and that goes. If he has to do a match with Cody, it'll be Cody. If not, an actual match with LA Knight.
Hasn't him and Cody boxed each other before?
No.
Okay, run it then.
Just run it. It'll be nice.
But then in the actor, these are coming to a thing, innit? They're coming to what do you call it? The actor strike thing. I think they're coming to like a
What SAG?
Yeah, I think they're coming to like some sort of agreement now.
Yeah, so using why he's hair.
In a few production and a few companies.
Using why his hair, man, because he's going to be going back soon.
Yeah, let's see.
I want to see it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't really care for it. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's go into Payback.
For it.
Do you guys watch Payback?
Nah.
I did.
I watched half of it.
I watched the full show.
I was watching in and out.
Watched the full show. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus was a great match.
I watched that match.
The last few minutes was
that
nice.
match was great.
The last few minutes from the point when the suplex from the cage, that's when it was hitting.
That was cold. And even she was hanging on the cage as well.
Yeah,
that was a good match.
They need to stop this whole. I know they've been doing it since the 90s, yeah, but it's failed. The whole opening the cage
door,
and the person's climbing to get out. Done it.
What, escape the cage?
Yeah.
You know,
it worked in the 2000s.
I think it's a terrible concept.
It's a stupid
I
concept.
don't like escaping the cage. Like just
because the whole thing about steel cage is supposed to keep you guys in. Why are you escaping?
But bro, it's because WWE like that never keeps people out.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, back in the day in the 90s, they used to ask for the cage to be open. For example, say if Bret Hart was going towards the door or Stone Cold was going to the door, he'd be like, "Open the cage, bro." In the thing match, what's her name? The woman just opened the cage for Trish. Trish didn't even speak. She just climbed to the thing, just open it for us. Like, what are we doing here?
I just think it's a running joke for WWE because every one of these matches they're supposed to keep people out. There's still interference anyway.
Jey Uso flipping Jimmy Uso, bro. For fuck's sake, man. LA Knight versus The Miz.
It was fun. It was just TV.
I didn't care for this match.
It was alright.
It was fun. Yeah. I liked it.
Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. I thought this match was
I didn't care for it.
I thought this match was good.
It was okay.
Right. This is a match that I feel was a match of the
tag
night.
match.
Judgment Day versus.
I need to still watch this match. It's amazing.
It was fun.
Bro, these man took it to
It's
another
like a
level.
good brawl. It was good.
The blood, they should have kept the blood. Because the visual.
So what, did they wipe off the blood?
So once he bled, then Sami Zayn was getting rushed in the ring, innit? And Kevin Owens just slipped out. He just rolled out the ring. Then he come back in after his face was clean.
No.
But he was like crimson mask.
I hate when they do that, man. So let it flow, man.
As in, like,
if it happens, let it flow.
I was like, how the fuck is this?
Yeah, they probably have people.
They had the woman that they done for Finn Balor.
You know, it's getting white.
Because I remember like years ago, like I think it was like NXT Takeover Dallas, Samoa Joe like cut himself,
and they stopped this.
And then they literally stopped the match.
Yeah.
And then they literally like the match was cooking. They stopped. They paused it.
I remember that.
They stopped it.
Do you remember the one with Brock Lesnar and Undertaker Head in the Cell and they wanted to patch him up as well?
They stopped the match then.
Yeah. Literally, if you
it was like from the beginning of the match and then they kept patching.
But they stopped things match as well. They stopped the
Even
Finn Balor and Edge at WrestleMania.
There's even one. Yeah, it always happens.
Yeah, don't stop the match.
Let it flow.
Yeah, I think in matches like that it makes sense, but
hardcore matches, yeah,
it makes sense. Let it flow. But if it's a singles match, I get it. Stop it.
And even if it comes, I feel like if blood comes accidentally like that, obviously if it's not to the injury to the wrestler, I think it adds because it sells the brutality of the match naturally. You're not bleeding.
Look at Brock and Cody.
Yeah.
It helps.
It adds.
Because Brock came back, look at my face!
Yeah.
Look at my face!
Yeah, bruv, look. Fam, the accidental blood, that's how the whole man thing started. The man with Becky. So,
yeah. The bust nose.
Yeah.
That was a great match. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a good match, but I feel like
It should have been better.
it could have. Yeah, there was more.
When you think of the two people involved, that should have been better, man.
There was much more they could have done, bruv. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I've not really enjoyed a Rhea match since the match she had with Natalia. No, the one she had with Natalia. I think it was on Raw.
Oh, Raw, yeah,
That was
good. Yeah,
that was cooking.
Yeah, and the match she had I think I've enjoyed it since the match that she had with Charlotte at WrestleMania.
Well, sure.
I heard.
And I thought the Raquel Gonzalez match was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
What's your assessment of her title? Because I haven't watched.
She's been more focused on
Being a character.
the Judgment Day sort of thing in it, rather than her actually into the thing. But now the women's wrestlers are clocking on that she's had to start for too long, so everyone's just any opportunity they're running out and trying to get her in it. And Raquel Gonzalez was the last person to go through it.
I don't really like Raquel's character right now, man. She used to
She
be how
needs to
she
be
was
a
at
heel.
NXT.
She needs to be a heel.
She's just coming out smiling and doing back muscles. Yeah, it's you know, like WWE baby faces smiling.
Yeah, she's too
like,
happy. And her
it's
music as
wash
well.
out. It's
Change that
done.
music,
It's
man.
dead.
And also JD McDonough is part of Judgment Day now.
Okay.
Okay, is he? He's kind of he's like
He's there. I can't lie.
he will be at some
I
point.
think he's there now, bro.
He's
Him
helping
coming
them
out to come and help and come and save the thing just shows that. And Priest didn't flip out at him this time. Priest like, okay, run it.
He's bringing them together.
Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I can't lie.
It could have been better.
This match.
How are you gonna have
Yeah.
Muto in the crowd watching, and then you're having an
I
okay
wasn't-
match?
I wasn't feeling.
But we knew he weren't gonna win. We knew
That's
it.
the problem.
We knew
The
it.
match was in it.
Okay, you didn't even watch it. You knew you weren't gonna
And
win.
and even like the whole back thing that Shinsuke Nakamura was talking about.
Your
He
back.
only touched his back once.
Do you know what I mean? I just said,
There was
nah,
not
he's
even
losing.
like, let me target the back for the whole match.
There's no like bare
only
hugs or
once,
like
he just
kind of
touched-
busting crabs. I said,
He
yeah,
was
he's
in the
losing.
corner with Seth here. He rubbed Seth's back and he went back like this. No, watch him back.
No, he
didn't rub it like that. He didn't rub it like that. But he
No,
rubbed it
like,
like that.
not caress.
Yeah, not caress. It was like, yeah.
With baby
I'm
arms.
saying, no, even you're doing that, like touching on his back is crazy. I can't lie.
Oh,
Like,
but
we got
yeah.
that there, man.
I expected it to be a bit more like poetic. Yeah, like.
But
And
It's
Shinsuke's
a-
got
it's
a
a-
lot of moves that can target someone's back. Like,
Thank
he's
you.
got the backstabber.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's got the storm.
I know we don't want to say it, but it's just Shinsuke main roster has not been good.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it's the tale of Japanese people in WWE now. So that's what it is.
It's just not been cooking.
Not named Asuka. Not women. Yeah.
Women-
No, women's been cooking.
Not women. Women cooking.
All the women's been cooking, but Shinsuke is he's getting a check.
Yeah.
I mean, he's surfing, man. Then-
So the NXT G1 started yesterday. Apparently it was great. There was a match
last week.
last week.
One.
Oh, it's the second week. The second week. So apparently there was a match between.
that's a nickname, right?
Everyone's trolling. We're trolling. It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool.
The Heritage
Heritage
World
Cup.
Invitation, something like that.
We're trolling.
that's cool.
So there was a match with A-Kid, Axiom, and Butch. Apparently that was a great match. What's his name again? Braun Breaker killed walking on TV.
Oh, yeah, Von Wagner.
I thought it was fake.
Come Tuesday.
Oh, there was actually video footage of him banging his head, you know,
Yeah. He's off TV.
and it was busted open.
I don't mean to derail, yeah, but Nathan Fraser, that's the guy that Seth trained, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he good?
He's cold.
Excellent.
Okay.
He's fast. He's too fast. He's when he broke his back. He killed himself.
He's
too fast.
Is he in the tournament?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's representing Georgia.
And shout out to
No,
him.
he's representing Jersey Island.
Jersey Island,
So
yeah.
is this tournament kind of like TNA World Cup?
It's
This?
a round robin, innit?
yeah.
So it's basically G1.
Have they announced all the competitors in it yet? They haven't it.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman's like.
No.
Nah, he's not gonna. He's not gonna.
Nah,
play
he's
yet.
not going to be there yet.
Apparently, he was one of the names that I was going to mention to be in it. So
As per who?
as per the internet,
We need the source, bro.
and to come off the internet.
That's how people believe in the boogeyman.
Also,
and
shout out to Nathan Fraser as well, man. He's a born again as well. I saw the picture that went out.
Jeez,
I don't know.
they're
It looked
not-
like Hillsong though. But yeah, shout out.
I've seen people say he's part of a Christian cult.
I hate
That's
people
bad,
do
man.
that. It's all these stupid people that they'll come when someone gives their life. I think Black
No,
China.
there's Christian cults.
Black China gave her life.
There's Christian
She said
cults,
she's a
though.
Christian cult as well.
Yeah, there is,
Christian
but there's
cults.
There's
also
Christian cults.
Yeah,
There's
there is.
SPAC, there's
But we
First
can-
Love,
we can
there's
still celebrate the Lord.
The one based in Birmingham, the ones that worship Pastor Daggy, whatever his name is, Pastor Dags.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
That's First Love.
yeah, First
Yeah,
Love.
nah.
Oh shit.
One of my cousins is part of
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Big you up, cuz.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was
leave that
just
church,
backhanded,
man.
bro. Anyways, we praise the Lord.
I didn't know that was the name of the church. And after that, the number one. That
Yeah.
right. The number. They do a lot of retreats though.
What do you think they're recruiting?
That's crazy.
Recruiting, fam. Starting the army. First lovers.
Anyways,
I didn't know that was the name of the church.
big up Nathan. Back on
Nathan-
topic.
Nathan
Big up
Fraser.
Nathan.
We got Nathan Fraser
Born
still.
again. Big up.
And yeah, that's all I got for the week. Last thoughts on CM Punk situation.
I don't care.
People didn't look at it. If people didn't watch the stream, any last thoughts on it?
TK's to blame for everything, ultimately. I think TK's to blame for everything. All of this could have been avoided, but sometimes when you're dealing with huge egos like CM Punk, and you let the prisoners run the asylum, it's, you're trying to be everybody's friend, and I don't think you should be able to move like that in business. But I mean, hopefully he learns from this, and something like this does happen in the future?
In my thoughts, yeah, because I wasn't speaking in that stream. I feel like everybody has a fault in it. I feel Punk plays a major part in that, just of how it showed his level of respect was just not there. Things definitely changed since Hangman did that promo on him. It doesn't mean that he should be moving like that. And I think he didn't accept the fact that when he got injured in the match with Moxley, knowing that he wasn't being able to be in the plans, he was already grumpy. He had an agenda going there when Nick Holzman was there. He wanted to cuss out Colt Cabana, but the whole thing happened in there. The part what TK needs to deal with is the fact that he could have pulled the mic. I don't think it would have... Hear me out. CM Punk would have still moved mad. But the point being the fact that if TK is the one moving mad saying, let's just stop it there. If CM Punk moves mad, then it's on Punk, not on TK.
Thank you.
We move on, we keep going on, and then if everything happens, it still shows that TK was there going, hey, look, we can't do this. This is our thing. I still think as well, there could have been a meeting, but...
I think that there should have been a meeting from when Hangman done the promo.
Yes.
It should have been reconciliated
from then, because it was festering and festering. So by the time Punk is saying what he's saying, and then the backstage thing happened, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be... Nothing good was going to come out of that. That's why I was saying the EVP thing. I think as much as they had the good intention to go and speak to him, that wasn't the day to do it. Because he's already pissed off. And if he's doing like that with his boss on his right side, what's he going to do with 2 EVPs? Should have been fired from that point, or been like... Should have been fired from then. Because he's come back, he has his own show, nothing was resolved. So he still was pissed off. He just had his own playground. So him having his own playground didn't solve nothing.
They should have squashed the beef, bro.
Because then...
They didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
I know, but bro...
But you can see why.
You can see why. We're a football team, bro. We're a team. How are we meant to play together if we're not even cool?
When he came back... Like you were saying, when he came back, it should have been a thing where you have a meeting there and then. Bro, man, just going outside. Is that Punk?
Hey.
Is that Punk outside?
Brawling.
Brawling has returned, bro. It should have been, they sat down together and everybody talks. And if you can't settle in, I don't care if you've announced it for the show, you get rid of him there and then. Because then he still was he was festering from Brawl Out. He's festering when he's come back in his own playground. He's been pissed off for a whole year. Of course he was on the explode. Yeah. It could have been Perry, it could have been someone else. He would have been pissed. Because it wasn't resolved.
Either way, yeah.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah, my thoughts.
But he's an idiot, bro. I don't care.
My thoughts on this are, CM Punk. You came back, and this was kind of your chance to rewrite all the perceptions about you, coming into from WWE. I think a lot of people like the Tyra Batch, we were rooting for you, innit? Like there was a lot of people saying, okay, this is your chance of redemption, and at the end of the day, it's like you're in control of your own actions. And then they we're defined by the choices we make. You made a lot of bad choices. And obviously there are external forces like the bosses, Tony Khan, but when you lift your hands to hit another wrestler in London, waiting for man at the door,
with TK there,
when there's a time and place for all of this,
with cameras,
I hold you responsible.
And TK is sitting
I hold you for responsible for the actions that were in your control. And there were a lot of things that you could have controlled that you chose not to. But at the end of the day, for me, like as much as I was trolling, I don't take no pleasure in this, because at the end of the day, CM Punk is somebody that I still have very fond memories of wrestling, but it's somebody I wanted to see succeed in AEW. And ultimately, I think I'm of the feeling the betterment of the company is at the highest. Like for me, the company comes first, and if it's like, okay, 80% of the locker room don't like you, I'm so sorry, I put the 80% over you, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it's got to be. But it is what it is.
Harsh realities.
It's
his own words.
Was it no boss? What did you say back in the day?
What?
That guy from Twitter Spaces, harsh realities, no forces or something.
I can't remember.
This fam, the industry will move on the same way WWE moved on from you, AEW will move on from you, and you know what I'm saying? No man, nobody's above the group.
I can't remember, but how did WWE get rid of him?
Like I think he
fired him.
He fired him.
And was it a big? I can't
No,
remember.
he fired him on his wedding though. Because he walked out.
Yeah.
Then he did the whole Colt Cabana podcast.
They made a villain. They made him a villain.
What?
The Colt Cabana thing came out when I was in uni.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2014.
Was there like a page, like a website that's like on like a news website, or like WWE had like a news thing that says CM Punk has been fired from WWE.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably, it's probably on WWE.com.
They featuring, well, they didn't give him, like, you know how they are, like, they'll do feature endeavour for people that they don't mind coming back, but then they'll be like, oh yeah, this person's contract's been terminated. So you should be able to find it online.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
They've probably even done a tweet. A lot of people are going through WWE's old tweets and finding stuff.
And they finding things nude.
Yeah, I remember that whole storyline.
And that's when, because that same quote, and it's the same thing that happened at All Out, where, like you said, pent up frustration. That's when he started firing shots at Ryback. He started firing shots at all the D. Like, that's how,
Like, bro,
it's a part of the behavior.
Man needs to relax.
But yeah,
His own words was, I'm paraphrasing, but the apology needs to be bigger than disrespect. He didn't follow his own words. So you got to deal with the actions.
what it is.
It is what it is.
Bruh.
Yeah, I feel like, I think ultimately there's a lot of factors that play. Like, nobody in this whole situation is blameless, you know. Young Bucks play a part, Kenny Omega plays a part, Jungle Boy plays a part. But I think, so CM Punk obviously plays a part, Ace still plays a part. But ultimately, I feel like a team is only as strong as their team captain. It has to be Tony Khan that has to take the blame for all of this. Because naturally, if you want everybody to fall in line in a team, you as the leader of the team should be able to sit people down, regardless if people are able to put differences aside. We're all here to make money. We're all here to push this product going forward. So if you guys can't coexist, then we're all going to have problems here. Well, the fact that you're practically playing both sides, that's where the issue is.
Trying to be friend and boss.
You're trying to be friend and boss, and it doesn't work. You have to be one or the other.
Sports teams don't work like
Do you
that.
know what I mean?
Sports teams don't
And
work like
when you're dealing with man, like if this was a whole situation with the likes of like a Hook and a Jungle Boy and a Darby Allin, like all the small boys part of AEW, this would have been patterned time ago. They would have sat everyone down in a room. You guys are getting too big for your boots. You guys haven't even got hair on your balls, and this is what you guys are doing. Come on, man. But you're dealing with men that have been making millions in wrestling for years. That man that already think they're like, these are men that are name brands before the company was even born. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So of course egos are going to be flying, and people are going to have their own way of dealing with things, and you know they'll feel like they're above certain things. But at the end of the day, you're part of my team. We're a team together doing this. Let's pattern up, and all you lot's petty beef, just shut the fuck up, man.
I just hope that this is a learning experience. I feel like sometimes like this is a learning experience for Tony Khan, because like, you know,
and everyone in the company.
For things need to pattern up. But I want to see like, cool, like you messed up the situation now, but eventually we reached the conclusion. So let's see going forward how things are handled from now. But yeah, I heard some dirt sheet stuff, but I won't get into it.
What,
now.
the Regal thing?
Yeah, the whole stuff about
Regal.
About Regal. But even like the people who like, there were many people who were anti-Punk who like, for example, like remember when I said in the first Brawl Out review that Young Bucks brought head of legal into the room with them. Yeah, apparently since that day Mega has had it out for Punk, but that's dirt sheet stuff.
That's crazy.
That's dirt sheet stuff.
That's per stuff, isn't it?
One last thing I'll say then. Do you ever see Punk coming back?
To wrestle.
AEW.
No, it's done.
No.
It's done.
Even if TK wanted him back badly. He apologizes.
No, because remember in this statement, even from Tony Khan's words, the decision was out.
Tony Khan said he felt scared.
It was out. It was.
A man just should be
monitors are falling on his head, bro.
Basically,
a man's launching it.
Basically, Punk got fired because they literally like, it was an outside legal team that they brought. Like, it was out of his hands. Like, bro, if you don't fire this guy, like,
it's a mad thing.
It's a mad thing. You're a top idiot. So I think for company PR sake, and now they've put out this statement, he can't go back in it. Like, unless Punk comes on the like, I've given my life to Christ type beat 10 years later on the Hall of Fame.
Even with that, like, I can't lie. They're not taking it back.
No.
Because even Shawn Michaels done Beatties,
back, but the roster won't.
Shawn Michaels done Beatties. Yes, Stephen. Shawn Michaels done Beatties, but Beatties was more like, he was pissing people off and personal stuff. CM Punk is literally fighting people in front of the manager.
I mean, Shawn Michaels was fighting people as well.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there was fights going like that.
The thing is, the difference is,
I think there was fights like that back in the day.
Shawn Michaels is fighting, but by the time he's even able to get back, his best friend is in power.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Ace still is not EVP. Ace still is not the person.
He didn't pattern the team properly.
He didn't pattern the team properly. Man didn't get a proper bring-in. Do you know what I mean?
His friend was TK, and now you've burnt that bridge. His friend was TK.
You're gonna get some. You're gonna get some. You're gonna get some.
Do you know what I mean? But like NK said, like hopefully TK and hopefully they just learn from this. You know what I mean? And hopefully TK begins to use more legal ramifications as opposed to befriending people, when you know that there's issues, stop using stop using your own personal bias or any of that to pander.
Just talk to man to talk through lawyers.
Yeah, talk through your lawyers.
You're paying these people, innit?
You're paying these people. These are not your friends. You know what I mean?
They need to listen
Fair
to
enough.
you.
People have
You're
great
the one that-
relationships
you're
with
the
you, but
boss,
at the end of the day, if there are things happening in regards to maybe there's HR issues, let your HR deal with it. You shouldn't be the one that's involved in it. Because this is how we can now avoid you going on Twitter saying, I shouldn't have hired you in the first place, you're shit, this and that. That's like, we need
big
to,
swell
you know what I mean?
situation.
Like, we give TK flack, but I feel like this is now shown that, okay, cool, he has that eyesight for what he's meant to be doing. So
I think now,
hopefully moving forward, he continues to act like this, because really and truly, this all could have been avoided last year.
I feel like, regretfully, now he has a system in place where if someone tries to act up like this, he knows he's got the legal side, he's got people to be like, no, this ain't happening, this ain't running. Because if the other unruly people in his roster start acting up like this, no one's gonna respect him. He'll be taking for EJ all the time. This man literally almost mashed up the show.
Yeah.
Really?
Come on, bruv.
He had to be begged to come and wrestle his match, and he was going on.
By his opponent. Nah, that's a dickhead to him.
Well, announcements.
We've only got 7 minutes left, so we might as well continue. Can't do things.
He's running, we could do things, man. He came in late. Announcements quickly. 10th of October, Hustle Wrestling taking over Colour Factory again. It's a monthly thing, guys. You don't want to miss this out, man. Great show, great wrestlers. Might even get another surprise. Who knows? Can I promote Basement Grooves?
Of course.
Basement Grooves as well.
That's awesome.
Hella Turn, if you guys know
By
what
the
Hella Turn
Mandem.
is. And by the Mandem present Basement Grooves, which is every month. A nice social setting. It could turn into a party. Who knows, man? Once you hear that song, pum 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 pum, Sean around. But it goes off, man. So guys, go grab a ticket. Come and party with us, man.
Come party, play some games,
Meet people,
drink,
socialise, you know.
Meds.
You know what I mean?
30
Come touch some grass.
30 games strong on Tekken.
Also,
Tag
guys,
2.
follow us on TikTok as well. WRESTHINGS on TikTok.
TikTok.
Subscribe to us. Follow us. I see bare new followers on Twitter, brother. You need to be following us as well, bro.
Subscribe to us, man.
Drop a comment. We're reading comments every week as well. Before I forget, guys, buy our merch. Also buy some WWE merch in our thing. Give us some coins and donate to our Ko-fi as well.
Yeah.
Become a member, man.
Become a member.
Become a member, man. Stop
Yeah.
being
Thinking of-
fucking brokey,
Yeah,
man.
become a member.
What's $3.99? You lot are spending on chicken and chips.
Yeah, become a member.
You lot are
There's-
spending on...
Cost of living now. That's
You lot are spending...
saying.
Bro, I went to a chicken
Boom.
shop the other day and I was craving wings. I asked boss man, bro, how many wings can I get for £3? He said, you can get 2 wings. I said, later.
Yeah,
What
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 ends
I'm
was
saying.
it?
Two wings.
I was in Ilford quickly.
See,
£2
but what's
for
two wings?
£3.
That's KFC
I
prices.
said, brother, later.
way more valuable
So
down
the wings
here,
ain't even
bro.
that nice. Piss off, man.
Nah, man.
He's
bring
like, why
you
you here
value.
then? I said, I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah, bro. £3 for 2 wings. Fuck, that's KFC prices. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I've been an Arfie.
Doughboy,
NK.
Lucha V.
WRESTHINGS podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast in the whole world. Industry approved, real nigga certified. Chris Jericho approved, if you want to say. That's up to you, but you guys already know the slogan. It's by the Mandem.
For the Mandem.
Bow. Ski you.